Welcome back. Just the review of last week for folks who are in pro trading program. Last week from 19th to 23rd is displayed here on 65-minute chart, which is giving us the trend bias. Trend bias has been shorted since we predicted this confirmed trend short, and we are in a short zone until this point and until this point. So how do we trade this? Pretty straightforward. There are two approaches to trading: trading with the trend, phase one, and trading against the trend on extremes. And let's look at both. You should, using this system, win 18 days out of 22, and you should be net winner a week and net winner a month. You should not have a losing week. You should never have a losing month, and that is our mantra, and that is how statistically for last 12 years the system has given us profound profits. So let's quickly review this. Let's pick this day. Now let's start with the trend days, when trend started. How did we enter? This is a review for people who are in the program, so they keep track of their trades with our trades and thought process. So here we have a downtrend which started before that. This is the confirmation of downtrend based on the trading rules. When this lines, all of these lines have been penetrated and we have a close below this, we have a downtrend based on the definition. Now our job is to only take shorts on the 15-minute execution chart when the contract tracker, which is the second oscillator right here from the bottom, is in the sell zone. You can see there are two lines here, red lines, yellow lines. If the contract rotation gets to that level, we're looking for shorts only. So that gives us that, hey, shorting time has arrived, and now last part of it is execution. And for that execution, we wait for the balance imbalance oscillator to get to the certain point, which is overbought, oversold. And take a shot here for 9-point profits. We take a second shot here for 9-point profits. Next day we are still in the short zone. So once you're trading 10 lots with 4,500, you're just done for the day, right? Same thing here. We are still in a short zone. Market is opening here, is attempting to go somewhere, but now we know these two conditions have met. Stop here with a limit to short right here. So buy limits, sell limits are posted on these lines when all the conditions are met. So you know exactly the entry point, you know exactly the stop loss. This is 1-to-1 relationship, or we can do 1-to-2, 1-to-3 as we evolve. Second shot came up again, so that is the point we want to be trading. Again, third one came here a little later. So if you win the first trade, you just close with your $4,500. You close. You only trade second time when you lose the first. Alright, on this day we are still short. Looking on the left side, there's no long bias. Short came early morning, short came second time, and then short came here third time, and everything lined up. Let it go, but it can continue to go. Let it go. That's why we're not chasing the top ticks. We're letting it go and pull us in, because the trend is still short. Alright, When you came on this day, now you also need to know where the banking 4455 reflection points are and why they will reflect against the trend. So level 1 coaches that very precisely where those levels are, and then you can also see on the hourly basis the contracts are being collected, they're ready to blast off, right? Same thing on the bottom. Every time it gets to the bottom, most likely they rally a bit. You can just see here they rallied, they did some reactions are coming, the buyers are trying to hold, and then we can track them very nicely, right? So now they can hold for a long time to just collect the contract, but you can just see when it gets to the two bottom lines, and the most likely I will assume that within a couple of hours or half a day they just blast is coming. This is hourly chart, right? So now this is example of anti-trend. When it moves very fast, rate of change is extremely excruciatingly fast. They are in a panic situation. Why did it happen? Double bottom. They tried to move the market very aggressively. Again, came into the seller zone, smashed it again. So at those times when market is shifting the trend, right? This is not going to last forever. At those points, now this is officially on this time the long has begun, because all the lines were penetrated and we had a close above it. So here we are looking for long right here. So we have to wait for the close, come for the pullback, and this is your on balance became out of balance. And there we go, got a trade. So you will get two perfect entries a day. This was short pretty much at the noon time. This is short early. So you should come to trade in Eastern time. The professionals start at 5:30 or 5. They look at capturing one or two trades early on, then they are in the rhythm of the market, and then they just are ready for the New York Open. All right, so that is where we are. So now we have long enabled here, so long only all the way. So these are long zones only. So we got some longs, and then this is a reflection point. Level 2 teaches that from the banking bar this is a reflection short. This is also your level 1 banking reflection point as well, 4455. All right, now where are we? So this day was a long day. You're done. Just don't look into too much. Next day you come here after the midnight, early 2 a.m. session if you're trading that, depending on your time zone or New York. So you have to be ready. So now what is going on? This was anti-trend. A lot of things happened here in this, not only this guy, but what stopped it is some other things. These are the banking reflection points. Anyway, now here we are. Now everything based on this trend definition. Market is short. Add this close. And this happens in this hourly chart. 15 minutes will be somewhere here. So we need to wait for it to pull back. Pull back. So pullback happened here because you don't want, this is indication the trend is changing. And the close is happening here, which is end of this bar. You don't short this, you wait for the pullback. Pullback happened here, precisely where everything lined up, where all the two things are lined up correctly. This is the correct location. Let it go up. Now you can chase it. Now put a limit to take you in 9 points, 18 points. That is trade management, but you have exactly the price level to enter. So don't ask the questions where do we take profits? They're pretty much defined. If you go on the blue, blue to blue to blue. Stop loss is blue. This is 1 to 1, 1 to 2. You have to build that precision trading. That's why we have this going. All right. So now this day trend is still down. It activated here, pullback happened here, pullback happened here. Trend is down. For this day, you're already pretty much done early morning. Now again, this trend may be attempting to shift. Those are the times where you have little challenges, right? Now looking at the anti-trend, you can see on the hourly, this guy is saying I'm gonna attempt to pull back. You can also always do your basic technical analysis of trend lines, right? So you can just see the trend lines are being respected here, and right there you can just see the contract rotation, contract rotation, contract rotation. These are anti-trend, which basically means you have to be little cautious. And so anti-trend, you can see here on the 15-minute also, this is a long contract location, so is the balance oscillator. So we got this 9 point early morning. Another pullback. Another line points. So they're trying to move the market. So right now, where are we right now? Right now we are still in an uptrend. Why is that? Because this is not closed yet. It is shifting. It may end up closing here, or if it closes below these 4 lines, if it closes here also, we are officially now in an uptrend based on this 2 time frame model right there. So I'm looking for longs only. So long setup came here. Now this is not tradable because remember this is 15-minute bar. So this very big bar and bunch of these bars is what closed it, right? 9:45. So end of 9:45 it closed. So 9:46 is right there. So end of this close, the trend changed. Now what are you waiting for? Pullback. This guy, pullback. This guy is not there, but eventually it will come down too, and then it will rotate also. You get a good entry at that time as well. Not to forget, your banking entries can be employed right here once you master them. As you can just see that banking bars. So what's going on here? Right? So just look at the banking bar. This was a banking bar long right here based on this context. All right. Thank you very much. Just wanted to keep you guys going in the right direction. So you can just see always if you have more things lined up, probability of losing is very, very low. More things lined up, probability is very, very low. So wait for everything to line up. Don't chase the trades. Now this is just the last stage of execution. You have done your 4-hour homework, 1-hour homework, 15 minutes, reflection points, market maker levels, banking bars, reflection of 4455, exactly everything where things are. And this is the last stage. You have a game plan already established. Now you are executing it. This is your execution chart. This one just gives you a little bit more bias for people who just want to trade this without doing all the homework. This is what I just explained to you right there. Thank you.